Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be slightly different than the usual mid-monthly reading. And I'll explain why and how I'm going to do that. So first of all, I'd like to again apologize for not posting the general readings for the month of June and for not posting any videos over the past couple of weeks. I've been dealing with some personal issues, so instead of trying to go back and do that now, and we're at the middle of the month, I've decided to go ahead with the mid-monthly readings, but instead of just doing the love and romance and career and finance portion of the reading, I'm adding in additional cards for sort of a general overview for the remaining part of the month. So that's what you see here. So I'll be using for the general reading for the last 2 weeks of June, I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. I'm knocking stuff over here. Okay, and that's by Jennifer Galasso. And I will be pulling an oracle card to go along with that from the Sacred Traveler Oracle Card deck by Denise, Linn. For the love and romance portion of the reading, I will be using these oracle cards. I've used them before, not in a while. I haven't used them in a while actually, but I was led to use them for the mid-monthly. So the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reid. And I will pull an additional oracle card for the love and romance reading from James Van Praag's The Power of Love activation cards. And looking at career and finance, I'll be using the Chrysalis Tarot. Okay, and this is Paintings by Holly Sierra and written by Tony Brooks. And as additional guidance for the career and finance, I will be pulling a Life Purpose Oracle card by Doreen Virtue. Okay, again, as I like to remind you, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can contact me using the INSTANTGO app. Just download the app and search for me. On the app, I'm Changing Phases Tarot. I've put the information about the INSTANTGO app in the information box below. Or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com or take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. There you'll find the types of readings that I offer as well as pricing. And just, like I usually try to do in these, I don't always remember, but I try to just, thank everybody. I really do appreciate all of my viewers, everybody who takes the time to watch my videos, especially, to like, to comment. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So I will stop for now, and we'll see each of the signs in 1 second for your reading. Hi Aries, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your mid-monthly reading for June 2018. As you can see, I have already laid the spread to save a little bit of time. So we will get started here with the general reading. So that's the first row of cards that we have here for you. So in the past, Major Arcana number 6, the Lovers, followed by, in the present, the 8 of Wands, and the future or outbound energy for the month, Major Arcana number 17, the Star. And the card at the bottom of the deck, the 2 of Cups. And actually, let me see, you have the 2 of Cups also in your career and finance reading. So a lot of the signs have been having sort of repeating cards, different decks, but repeating cards in these spreads, some of them even in the same position. So that's interesting. And the Sacred Traveler card that came out for you is In the Flow. Everything is smooth sailing. All right, so starting off here with the Lovers card in the past position. So we are looking here, more general in nature. So, the Lovers card, well, first of all, it's a Major Arcana. You have 2 Major Arcanas here in your spread. So, powerful messages, significant messages coming through with those cards. So in the past, you could have had to make a very serious sort of significant choice, because the Lover's card can have to do with, a very important sort of life-altering choice. Can be that head or heart decision that you have to make. Obviously within a sort of a love reading, the Lover's card, it can speak of that deep soul connection with another individual. If this is in the workplace, or this could be, in the work sector, it could be you partnering with another individual. This can be, a very deep friendship, but it can also be obviously a, romantic soulmate connection. We'll see how the rest of the reading plays out here. In the present, we have the Eight of Wands. Wands energy is fire energy and has to do with the day-to-day matters that we have, that we deal with, such as our work, things around the home. It's also creativity, creative projects. It's our own passion and drive and ambition for doing, the work that we do, for getting those things done. And the Eight of Wands is very fast-paced energy, right? It has to do with either needing to take quick, decisive action on something, or this is, very quick correspondence, news coming in very quickly, you exchanging information with somebody very quickly. So that texting back and forth, the emailing quickly back and forth. So it's fast-paced, and it's very, sometimes it has to do with a moving. I mean, obviously the unicorns are stampeding down the hill, so there could be, some type of move involved, or just needing to act quickly. In the outbound position, we have the Star card, and again, major arcana, so a very powerful message coming in with the Star card. And the Star card is a card of healing. It's a card of, sort of recuperation, healing can be from a surgery. This can be healing, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It's also a card of, of having your wishes come true. So wishing upon a star, having those things come true, whatever that wish is, for each person, it's obviously going to be different, but having your wishes come true. But it also is to do with keeping that positive outlook, remaining positive while waiting for something to happen, keeping a positive outlook that things will work out, it's different sort of meanings attached to the Star card. It is a very positive card, and with the Star card coming at the end of the reading, you're leaving the month on a very, upbeat, very positive note here. And you have the Two of Cups as the overall energy. So you have the minor arcana version of the Lover's card, and you have the major arcana version of the Lover's card. So, even though this is general, for some of you, this could definitely be, more romantic in nature. That could be, with the Two of Cups, it's that deep soulmate, even past life connection with another individual. It's, the two coming together to become one. It can be, coming together in a marriage ceremony, marriage proposal, actually getting married. Could be news coming in quickly of this, of you getting married. Or maybe, there's a proposal and you need to move on things quickly for whatever reason and get married quite quickly. But, whatever that is, it's positive. You have the Star card shining here very brightly at the end of the reading. So, it's all very positive. It's wish fulfillment, wishes coming true. And then you have in the flow is the Sacred Traveler card. Let me find the guidebook. I like to read the full description for the oracle cards. And this one says, in the flow, let go of the shore. Enter the flow. You're moving into a period of gracious ease and flow. All is unfolding perfectly and with good timing. Everything is falling into place because you aren't resisting the drift of the great river of life. Enjoy the ride. This isn't the time to try to control the events of your life. Let the Creator support you. You don't have to do it all yourself. The glory of the universe flows through you. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, it's not always easy to let go of the shore. However, this card is urging you to take the risk and let go. When you are truly in the flow, you don't need to push or exert effort to make things happen. You can flow around any obstacle. if there is a situation in your life that isn't falling into place, let it go. It's not the right time. When you're in a state of flow, you aren't pushing the river to go faster, and you aren't swimming against it. You just enjoy the ride. If you aren't feeling the smooth current of life, it might mean that you're trying to control situations in your life, or you're being self-critical or judgmental. The way to move into flow is through gratitude and appreciation, and by allowing others and spirit to support and help you. So, even if whatever this is, happening here with the Lovers, the Two of Cups, even if it's quite unexpected, I think you're being guided to, go with the flow here. If you need to act quickly and, move on something quite quickly, just go with the flow, because you do have the Star card, right? There's definitely, this positive, the universe has your back here. The universe is saying, go ahead. It's all going to work out, right? And I want to jump down to that. Even though this is supposed to be career and finance, I feel that the career and finance reading really came out more like this reading did, and kind of has more of a romantic feel to it. So, I'll say in advance, the messages here may not resonate for everybody watching, right? So if you are watching this and you are, an Aries sun sign, I would suggest, and these messages don't resonate, I would suggest watching your moon sign and your rising sign videos. Maybe for this month, the other videos will have messages that resonate more. So let's see. We have in the past position, Two of Mirrors. This is the Two of Cups. In the present position, we have Major Arcana number 3. This is the Empress. In this deck, she's called Gaia. This is Mother Earth, right? And the outbound energy, we have the Four of Spirals. This would be the Four of Wands. And the overall energy for the 2 weeks, we have the Ace of Spirals, or the Ace of Wands. And the Life Purpose Oracle card says you are on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it is working. All right, so again, same message here as the Two of Cups, although this particular deck, the Chrysalis Tarot, it does have slightly different meanings, especially for the court cards and the major arcanas. So I'll give you the different meanings as I move through this. But, the Two of Mirrors, again, it's the minor arcana version of the Lovers card. And we have these two soulmates, right? These two beautiful swans, and they're sort of mirror images, right, of each other. And so this card, it can definitely speak of, a new relationship. It can speak of deepening a relationship, committing to another, person. So getting engaged, getting married, proposals coming in. If it's a partnership, then, partnering up with another person. But you see that they're wearing matching, I don't know if you can see them here. Let me hold it up again. They're wearing these matching mirrors. So it's about, this, or it's really a reminder about, the need to project positive things, right? This cause and effect, and whatever you put out into the universe, you get back. So if you plant positive seeds, you can expect to, have positive, a positive crop, so you reap what you sow. So it's that type of message with this Two of Mirrors. It is about union, but it's also about, the need to sort of project positive things, positive energy, so that you can also get that back. It can be reflected back to you. Could be, I know we're supposed to be looking here at career and finance, and I'm sorry that this is more of a, it seems like it's more of a romance instead of career. I mean, obviously, okay, if I were to look at this just as a career reading, then this could be, you partnering with somebody, this is in the past. So in the recent past, maybe you started a new business partnership with another individual. Maybe you came together, to work on a project. You have things developing here with the Empress in the middle position, because the Empress, it's very fertile energy, right? So it's could be giving birth to new ideas, to new projects. If this is you working with, somebody else starting up your own business, this is about abundance, about coming up with those new projects and really seeing things sort of flourish. So it's about, again, it's I just said it, not abundance, fertility. It's to do with fertility and things really starting to flourish for you. And then the Four of Spirals is the outbound energy. This is the Four of Wands, very stable energy. Usually we think of it as the home card. It can have to do with home and family, but it's stable. So this could be you, maybe this is starting up a home business. Maybe you've partnered with somebody, on a more of a sort of creative endeavor, and this is a home business. So this is you spending a lot of time at home, working around the home, even doing things to the home, spending time with your family. Maybe your family is involved with this new project as well. And then we have the Ace of Spirals or Ace of Wands as the overall energy. And the suit of spirals is the suit of wands, so much like we were talking about with the Eight of Wands. It has to do with, our jobs, our ambition, creativity, creative projects. And aces in the tarot, they're new beginnings, right? So aces bring in new opportunities. This Ace of Wands is usually this new spark, this exciting spark of a new idea or a new project. It can have to do with, it's a good time for starting up this new project, or this is a brand new opportunity showing up for you, right? So reading this more as a career and finance reading, that, I would say that there's opportunities, new opportunities coming in, possibly, involving partnering up with another individual, being able to work from home, or that in some way brings more stability for you at home. And, these new projects are very exciting. There's lots of creative energy. Things are sort of, you're manifesting, giving birth to these new projects. And it's, it's all with the ace here. Aces are positive cards. They're yes cards, right? So it's a big sort of stamp of approval on whatever you're doing. Now, going back to what I was saying originally, with the, looking at this more from a relationship standpoint, then, we have the soulmate card here. There's Two of Cups, and maybe you've met somebody in the recent past, or maybe you've taken your relationship to a new level. Maybe this is getting engaged. Maybe this is getting married. And we do have, the Four of Wands is another card that can speak of getting married, right? And the home life and the home and family. And it's a card of weddings and, wedding celebration. And then sitting in the middle, the Empress. The Empress can represent fertility. It can be, you being fertile, you finding out that you're pregnant, or somebody around you, getting pregnant, news of, it can be the birth of a child. And then, this Ace of Wands is just this beautiful, this sort of energy, this kind of raw energy, this beautiful new, something brand new coming in, this new spark, this new inspiration, a new opportunity again. And if this is you getting married and, possibly starting up a home, maybe there's a child, pregnancy coming in, this is a very exciting time here. And you're on the right path. Let me find my guidebook from the Life Purpose deck. Says, in case you were doubting your feelings and plans, this card is your angel's way of encouraging you to continue with your present dreams and goals. Just the act of having a dream has added passion and meaning to your life. Now the angels are encouraging you to take positive action steps related to your dream. They know that you will feel happier and more energized as you devote daily time and energy to its fruition. Begin by centering your mind and body with a few deep breaths. Close your eyes and then silently ask your guardian angels, please clearly give me signs, guidance, motivation, support, and inspiration related to my divine life purpose. Notice the thoughts and feelings you receive after making this request. Work as a team with your angels by asking them for additional information and clarity. and then follow that guidance as it occurs. So whatever, this happens to be, and obviously with so many people watching, it's going to play out differently. Just know that, you are on the right path. Things are happening exactly as they're meant to happen. And if this is going back to, the career and finance, if this is a brand new opportunity coming in for you with, with the Empress card sitting, in the middle of the reading at the present, this is a card of abundance, and so things are definitely, you have a lot of positive energy that if this is you starting up, a home business, starting something new, working with somebody else, possibly out of your home, there's a lot of abundance and, a lot of great things that can come of this, There can be new ideas, new beginnings. But it's about trusting as well, and trusting that you are on the right path. So if there has been a question, if you've been doubting it at all with the, this Ace of Wands saying yes, and then you have you're on the right path here, it's all about you creating and co-creating your own form of, abundance, and it looks very positive. All right, so now we backtrack to the relationship part of the reading to end out your reading. And we have, in the past position, card number 21, clean it up. In the present, you have card number 16, all that glitters. And the outbound energy for the month, card number 46, regeneration. And the card at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for love and relationships, you have card number 10, unfinished symphony. Oops. And the oracle card from the Power of Love deck is respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. All right, so beginning with the clean it up. Well, obviously, it's just, in general, as you can see, the animal is kind of using the feather duster and cleaning up. So there could be, literally cleaning up going on, right, around the house. But really, this is speaking more about, within the relationship, what do you need to do within the relationship to clear the air, to clean things up, to clear the air. How can you do that? Say what's on your mind, get rid of if there's things that, maybe things keep coming up over and over again within the relationship. Get it out into the open, speak your mind, listen to what the other person has to say, and then, obviously in any relationship, each person enters that relationship with a certain amount of, past baggage, so it's about clearing the air, airing your grievances, talking things out, and then by doing that, it's like you're able to let go of that baggage and move on, and think about how good it feels once you do that spring clean and you move everything around and you get all the dust off and you clean everything out, and just think how good it feels to sit down after, once you've done that. It feels completely different. You can sit in the same living room, watch the same TV, sit there and read the same book, but it somehow feels different because, you have gotten things off your chest. There is this new air within the relationship, right? So maybe some of you have been doing this in the past, or if you're, this could be coming up and maybe there's a need to do this. Now in the present with this all that glitters card, obviously it's kind of referring to that all that glitters is not gold. And what does that mean? It has to do with things not always appearing or not always really being what they appear to be, and so it's about looking beyond or looking underneath. And here we have, besides all of the glitter, we have the mask, right? And it's important that in any relationship, we don't need to enter that relationship wearing a mask. And we also need to take care that the other person is also not wearing a mask, that they are really, who they say they are. So, it's within the relationship. I think it's, especially at the beginning of a relationship, you you can sometimes run the risk of, trying to impress the other person. Maybe you do put on this mask, it might not be outright lying. I'm not saying that, but it could be embellishing. Maybe if you, I don't know, if you work for a company and, I'm trying to think of a position, like you're a sales rep. Maybe you try to make yourself sound a little better when you go out on a first date with somebody, and oh no, I'm the coordinator of of that sector. Or I'm the manager, and you just embellish a little. I mean, it's not horrible. You're not making up a horrible lie, but you're also not being authentic, right? You're not giving that other person the true view of who you really are, So it's about being true to yourself, really, coming across as that authentic version of yourself. And then, also knowing that when you first start dating another person, it's about looking underneath that. It's about seeing the person for who they really are, who they truly are. And then we have the outbound energy of regeneration, which kind of makes me think of sort of the death card, also kind of like the judgment card. And we can see here, the fire, and it's kind of like things coming back to life after, just when you thought everything was over and dead and gone. It's about things coming back. So, what is this really? And this card really ties in with this unfinished symphony. And I can't remember, there was another one of the signs that got these two cards in the love reading. Honestly, don't remember now. But, the regeneration can have to do with rebirth, but it also has to do with new opportunities and second chances, right? So if there was a relationship that, or maybe the current relationship that you're in, maybe things haven't been going that well. Maybe you sort of felt like, oh, the relationship's kind of, it's on a downward spiral. I'm not really sure if we can work things out. This is it. This is about, the second chances and giving that second chance to the other person, to the relationship. And possibly after, if there's been a break, after some type of ending, there is this, rebirth. And maybe this time around, if in the past, you both were wearing a mask, or maybe you weren't that honest with each other about who you really are or what you wanted out of the relationship. And now you're able to, to kind of put things out in the open, talk things through clearly, explain exactly what you want from the relationship, and have the other person be able to do the same thing. Maybe there is a way to to come back together again, to make the relationship even better this time around. And that does speak, with this unfinished symphony is the overall energy. This is all about, kind of like the not having closure to something. So if you did end a relationship with somebody, maybe there wasn't the closure that you needed. Maybe, you never made amends with that person. But maybe, you didn't, because there was this chance of, and obviously that's why I said it's not going to resonate with everybody. But, I think for those of you who maybe ended a relationship, maybe because you weren't seeing eye to eye, you weren't being 100% honest with each other of who you truly are. I'm not talking about, lying and cheating. No, it's about not being that authentic version of yourself, There could be, towards the end of the month, there could be an opportunity to finish the symphony, to get back, but to make it something even better than what it was before. Let's take a look at this Power of Love card. We have respect, and this card says, it is important for you to remember that everyone in this physical dimension has their own journey, filled with struggles and obstacles that are different from yours. They chose their life blueprint just as you chose yours. It is not your job to judge how they discover their way to love. Rather, it is your job to encourage them. By showing respect, you earn respect. When someone comes into your space, they are immediately aware of your level of integrity and your willingness to help others. You carry yourself with a certain natural strength, and people look up to you. When you receive admiration, you may become a role model, and you have the responsibility of setting an example. As a role model, you must demonstrate love in all situations and a sense of compassion in every interaction. There is no greater way to gain respect than to accept others as equals, as fellow soul travelers. And I think that it's tying in with this all that glitters. There's something here about, the need to be that authentic version of yourself and the need to love others, as they are, right? And also allow them to love as they love and to love you, and accept you and respect you for the authentic person that you are, right? Without wearing this false mask or pretending to be something else. So there is, definitely this message coming through for authenticity, and also, a possibility for getting back together, maybe, for some of you. If it's not, a second chance, it could be within your current relationship. This could be a sort of coming together, really putting things out there, talking things out over, and then, a regeneration, or a sort of rebirth, or a different version of your current relationship. So could be, could go either way, I would say. So I do hope that these messages have helped you. I thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of the month. Bye for now.